Welcome back, and thank you for watching the series of my videos entitled Helping You Invest for Your Retirement. Today's video addresses what is dollar cost averaging. Let's say you decided to sign up and you were asked by your human resources or your retirement specialist how much you would like to have come out of your paycheck every 2 weeks because you get paid every 2 weeks. You could decide sometimes by a percentage, 1%, 2%, or up to the maximum, or you could say, you know what, I just want a dollar amount of $100. Let's say then you go with the $100 every 2 weeks. And every 2 weeks, let's say you decided to buy, I'm just going to make it simple so you can follow easy. Microsoft at a $10 a share price. $100, if you divide by 10, you're going to have 10 shares the first 2 weeks you've gotten paid. Perfect. Now, 2 weeks from now, you do the same thing. $100 is going to come out before taxes. We talked about how it helps you because you are actually going to pay less taxes because the $100 come out of your income before taxes. So yeah, 2 weeks from now, you did decide again $100. And this time, something really happened in the past 2 weeks, and the shares of Microsoft, instead of $10 you bought it for 2 weeks ago, is now selling for $20 a share. Well, you're like, wow, it is kind of expensive. Well, it's true. It doubled from 10 to 20. So your $100 now could only buy you 5 shares because 5 times 20 is 100. Well, guess what? You look back and say, wow, I bought 10 shares last week at $10 a share. 10 times 20 is 200. You double your money. Yes, you bought less shares now, but your shares from 2 weeks ago, your money is now 100%. You made 100% profit. The reason why dollar cost averaging is a winning strategy, and it's the only strategy, and I'll say the best strategy when it comes to investing long term, is because you don't have the ability, and no one does have the ability to predict the stock market. Because that's what they call a fair market, one that is not predictable. Think about it. If Wall Streeters, if JP Morgan, if anyone else, Charles Schwab, anyone you may think of, was able to predict the movement of the stock market, they would always win, and those who can't would always lose. But no, an efficient market is absolutely unpredictable in the long term. That's what makes it fair for everyone, including you and I. So, knowing that you can predict it, and I explained it on a previous video, what it's like to try to predict the market in the long term. I had an example. It's like you going outside in the middle of a hurricane and you grab a handful of sand in your hand and you decide to color that handful of sand into a color green because you want to recognize them. Now after you color them green, you throw them away. You throw the handful of sand back outside. Now the goal for you is to predict where those sand would land once you go back in and come back out, either an hour, even a minute, and even to make it more drastic, imagine you've done that in the middle of a hurricane. The unlikelihood of you being able to predict the actual final destination of the sand is exactly how unlikely and how impossible it is for you to predict the market's movement in the long term. Since you can't do that, your strategy and the winning strategy is defined as dollar cost averaging. When the market, the stock market, or the price of share that you're buying like Microsoft is down, it is literally what it's like you going shopping on sale. It is the reason why people go wait at the store on Black Fridays at 5 in the morning, because the same price of things that were $100 2 weeks ago are worth $50. So you buy twice the amount. Exactly the same thing, the same concept when it comes to investing. When things are low, the same amount buys more. When things are high, what you bought for less previously is worth more. Just imagine, and this is what I would like to visualize. Visualize your goal for retirement as like building a house brick by brick. You may even call it a mansion if you like, because it's a matter of how much you put in every 2 weeks. But keep in mind, it's not really how much you put in. Yes, it makes a difference, but it's how long you've done it that makes the biggest difference. So, since you're buying brick by brick, and the price is unpredictable in the long term. The way you do it is you try to accumulate as many bricks as possible. So when the price of bricks is less, you buy more. When the price of bricks are more, what you bought last time is worth more. Yes, you do buy less. That's the step required. That is called dollar cost averaging. The opposite of dollar cost averaging is what I try to explain with a grain of sand. It's called market timing. You were saying, okay, well, I have a feeling, someone told me, I rate this, that the market will be down in October, will be down in November, will be down in the winter. Nobody knows that, and market timing is a failure. It's a losing strategy. Nobody can, you can, and nobody has proven successful in doing so. You could be lucky once, but in the long term, you would lose should you practice market timing. Waiting on the sideline because you believe you have the ability to predict when the market will go down to buy more so you can make more money is impossible. Dollar cost averaging is the solution. Hopefully you understand this concept, and hopefully you just consistently put in your contribution every 2 weeks as you get paid. And hopefully whenever you get a pay raise, even if it's 0.5%, you buy more. Because when you do that, you pay less taxes and have even more opportunity to build a bigger house or even a mansion. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have some questions for me. If you do, please leave them at the comments. I would love the opportunity to answer those questions and love to have you back. If you would kindly subscribe, it would help me grow the channel. Thank you kindly. God bless you and have a great day.